My name is Brett Summers. I'm a photographer and an editor for One Day Getaways. What is my title on this show?
My name is John Hershey. I'm a videographer and editor for the One Day Getaways show.
My name is Michael Morangello, aka Jello.
So what is Jello doing now?
I'm a videographer for One Day Getaways. I also edit the show together. I help bring the show all together in the end.
Working with the guys, I swear they're some of the best in the entire field.
I've gone to a lot of cool places.
Here we are in New York City.
Look kids, it's the Brooklyn Bridge!
Pretty much encompasses everything that, I've wanted to do as a photographer.
I've been to places I didn't even know existed.
Going out in the field and just shooting and seeing what you come back with and seeing how creative you can be on the road.
It's a lot of work, it's a lot of exercise, You're trying to get all this exciting stuff.
We get to go behind the scenes. We get to see how everything works. We get to do the stuff as many times as we want to until we get it right.
To do that is just, it's definitely a rewarding experience.
The challenges of shooting on One Day Getaways is I don't know what I'm getting into. I like to know a little bit or do like a site survey before I go. Usually we don't do that at all. So we're just flying by the seat of our pants.
Also the, making sure the sound's correct.
You have ever seen them from the view we're about to take you.
Or if you get back and find out something wasn't right, like in Manhattan when the microphone didn't work for the interview.
The worst thing about working on One Day Getaways is we don't get to do or participate a lot with what she's doing. We get to sit around and watch her have all the fun or watch her in her bathing suit.
It's not that bad, but on a real hot day when she gets to jump in the lake and you just get to tape her jumping in the lake, it seems kind of unfair.
And I've gotten to ride in a hot air balloon, and I've gotten to go whitewater rafting. We get to do some things, but we never got to drive a NASCAR though. That would be pretty sweet.
Wow, there's a lot of things I think are wrong with this, isn't there?
Working with Kelly has been a ball. I absolutely love her to death. I love you, Kelly.
Me too.
I like that she's so enthusiastic. She takes her job very seriously and has a lot of fun doing her job.
She's great to, because she acts as a friend, and she's very understanding when things go wrong. It's picking you guys up like really fast.
What about working with Kelly don't I like?
Because Kelly's such a nice, sweet person, you feel the pressure of having to do such a good job because you don't want to let her down.
All those days when she just decides that she needs to do whatever the fun thing is one more time.
One more time! One more time! I know the guys rip on me for doing so many takes.
You're just doing take
They're the country's oldest, longest
after take
community, well known. Am I saying community weird?
after take
Been joining us since the show started. I screwed that up.
after take
I'm gonna do one more. Do you mind? I promise this will be it.
after take.
I'm just not gonna look at this. I'm just gonna go with whatever I'm thinking. I wanna get it right. That's a great way to sightsee in the Poconos.
Oh, man.
What happened? Want me to say it again?
Slave driver. Slave.
I wouldn't necessarily say I have a favorite trip, but anytime I have to sign a waiver to do something, you know it's gonna be a good day.
You know it's a good trip when you have to sign a waiver, stating you're gonna have a good time.
I really like the helicopter tour of Manhattan. To see that city from that point of view, looking down on the whole thing and realizing how huge that town looks.
My favorite, where I got to take part in the fun and I was happy with the final product, I'd say probably whitewater rafting.
So that's really the one trip where we could be there in the water with Kelly, whitewater rafting with her with the cameras.
The people were so accommodating, it was just so much fun.
It also could have been a little bit most dangerous because before our equipment, because water and camera equipment don't mix very well.
You are so going down when you...
I'm going home like this.
As far as a worst trip, I liked going to the caves, but that is just 2 hours of riding in a boat under the ground and you're not sure if what you're shooting is going to come out right or not.
Just chaos and stress would definitely be the snow tubing.
Not that it was the worst. No, okay, yeah. It was the worst trip.
It was the coldest night of the entire year.
It was cold. My hands were freezing. This is the receiver. My hands are freezing.
The camera just decides not to work. And then it decided to eat my tape, or at least attempt to eat my tape. So we were working with one other camera then for a majority of the night.
My camera, fortunately, because this was the first trip I was going on, thank God I did, because we would not have had a segment.
And we had to redo takes and run all over the place, and I could tell Kelly was getting stressed because things weren't working. And the final product turned out good.
I think the most surprising thing about shooting and editing, if I can put them together, is seeing how the final product turns out.
The hard work really does pay off in the long run.
None of us have been able to do something like this before until now. And I really am thankful that Kelly brought this idea to us and we're able to do it, because you don't get to do this every day and get paid to do it. All these fun and extravagant things, and it's awesome. I wouldn't take it away for anything.
The overall experience has been great. It's been wonderful to kind of look back and see where the show has come from, because while it's really embarrassing, it makes you very proud to see where it is today.